This video will walk you through the basics of setting up the Zotfile extension for Zotero. Zotero is an open source citation management software that comes out of a nonprofit organization tied to academia. Like other citation management software, it helps you to organize your citations and associated PDFs. But its primary purpose is to make it easier for you to put your properly formatted in-text citations and bibliography into your papers. Zotero software is free, but it offers a very limited amount of free cloud storage. This is 300 megabytes at the time of this video's creation for your Zotero database. This is because storage space is expensive and Zotero is a nonprofit organization. The Zotero database houses the metadata for the citations that you create, and very often it also includes the PDF document associated with that citation. The size of the PDF for a citation varies and is based on the number of pages and the number of images in the PDF. You can pay a modest fee to increase your Zotero cloud storage, but another option is the Zotfile extension for Zotero. Zotfile is an extension which can be added to Zotero. It's maintained by Joshua Legawi, a professor at Harvard. Zotfile allows you to store your PDFs outside of the Zotero database. This could be in a cloud storage solution, such as Dropbox, OneDrive, or iCloud, or on your hard drive. What Zotfile does is take your file outside of the Zotero database and stores it, and then links to it from within the Zotero database. A link to a PDF requires much less storage space than the PDF itself. Less need for storage means you may not have to pay for more cloud storage on Zotero. So if you already have cloud storage elsewhere or have sufficient space on your computer hard drive, Zotfile is a good option for you. Zotfile has several other benefits. You know those incomprehensible file names that come along with most PDF documents? You can get Zotfile to rename them based on a formula that you decide. You can also send your PDFs to a tablet for reading and annotation. Once you're done reading, you can retrieve the PDF from the tablet and extract the annotations into Zotero. Before you set up Zotfile for yourself, I thought I'd show you how it works using my Zotero and Zotfile setup. Then you can decide for yourself if you'd like to proceed with setup. First, let's deal with getting a citation in PDF and renaming it and moving it to cloud storage. Please remember this could also be local storage on your computer if you prefer. First, what we're going to do is open up Zotero on the desktop and we're going to sync it to the Zotero cloud. Next, we're going to capture a citation. We can use really any method, but I'm going to show you using the Zotero connector. To move the document from the Zotero database and link to it, you right mouse click on the PDF document, select Manage Attachments, and then select Rename and Move. It's pretty simple. First, I'm going to grab the citation and PDF from this article, Resolving Writer's Block using the Zotero connector. This is the Zotero connector. If I click on this, I can save the citation information, a link to PubMed Central, and the full text PDF for this particular one. Next, I can go into my Zotero and you will see that the citation is here. If I click on the little caret next to it, it shows me the full text PDF. Now all I have to do is right mouse click, go to Manage Attachments, and rename and move. Before I do that though, have a look. See the PDF document icon here? What this does is shows me that the PDF itself is embedded in the Zotero database. Now, if I go down to Manage Attachments, Rename and Move, you'll see that Zotfile is doing some work over here. It's renamed the file itself, and if we have a closer look, you see now it's got a little link. So the PDF itself is no longer in the Zotero database. It's in a place that I've designated, and in this case, it's on my iCloud drive. Next, I'll demonstrate the process I can now follow for reading and annotating this PDF using my tablet. I find using my tablet much easier than my desktop for reading and annotating, as I can take it with me anywhere. First, you have to add the PDF document to the tablet. This is pretty easy. You can right mouse click on the citation in the Zotero desktop, select Manage Attachments, and then select Send to Tablet. Then you can read and annotate the PDF documents on your tablet, and then you can retrieve the PDF from your tablet, right mouse click on the citation in Zotero again, select Manage Attachments, and select Get from Tablet. First, I go into the Zotero desktop, locate the article I want to add to my tablet, then I right mouse click on the file, go to Manage Attachments, and then Send to Tablet. You can see here it says Attachments Move to Tablet. Now if I'm not too sure what I have on my tablet, I can go into, on my Zotero desktop, tablet files. I can click on it, and then you will see that Resolving Writer's Block is there. On my iPad, I'm going to go into my PDF app and open the article Resolving Writer's Block. From here, I'm going to read and annotate the article. In this app, the first time I try to add an annotation, I'm asked if I want the annotation to the original file. I do, to ensure that the annotations travel back and forth to Zotero with the original file. First, I'm going to highlight a quote about the definition of writer's block. Next, I'm going to add a note to this table. When you annotate, provide some context to the note to make it more comprehensible outside the context of the article. Excellent table summarizing strategies to cope with writer's block discussed in the paper. Next, I'm going to add in a general note about the paper. Good, accessible article on how to overcome writer's block, written for a physician audience but could be useful, beyond this profession. Next, I close the document to save it. Now that I've annotated my PDF, I'm going to retrieve it from my tablet. You can do this two ways. You can do this in the tablet files, or you can locate the article in another location or in the original location. For me, it's up here in Zero Training. All I have to do is click on it, right mouse click, manage attachments, and now get from tablet. What's really cool about this is it will bring it in, and at the same time it will try and extract the annotations that we've made. Now, if I click on the note file, I can see the extracted annotations. You can see here that the quotation that I highlighted did not come in very well at all. I'm just going to fix that. This kind of problem is typical for older documents such as this one. This was written in 1998. Newer PDF documents are created differently and have better character recognition, so you should see less of this. A feature that I really appreciate are the embedded links. If I click on the link to the table note, it opens up in the PDF of Zotero, right in that particular document at the correct location, so I can see it in context. Let's move on to setup. To install Zotfile, first you go to the Zotfile website, save the .xpi file to your computer, open the Zotero desktop client, and in the Tools menu, select Add-ons. Then click the gear icon and choose Install Add-on from File. Locate and select the XPI file you just downloaded, and finally restart Zotero. So here's what that looks like. So I go to Zotfile, download the file. I'm going to download it to my desktop and save it. From here, I open up Zotero. You shall see under Tools menu, Add-ons. Here you can click on the cog and install add-on from File. I'm going to select the Zotfile from my desktop, and then I would click Open. Since I already have it installed, I'm not going to do that. From here, once you have it installed, you have the option to disable or remove it. I'm going to close this, and then what you would do is shut down your Zotero and then open it back up again, and your Zotfile will be connected, or the extension will be connected. Next, we're going to set up a location for your Zotero PDFs. Again, this could be your cloud software or on your computer, your desktop computer. The important thing is to remember where it is and what you've named it. Then you can add the file path to your Zotero preferences. To do that, go to Zotero, click on your preferences, click on Advanced, click on Files and Folders, and in that Under Linked File Attachment Base Directory, click Choose. Navigate to the folder that we just created. Click Open. Copy the file path for part 3 of the setup. Then you set up a location on your tablet for the PDFs you want to read. And remember where it is and what you've named it. So let's work through that together. On my iCloud drive, I've created a folder and I've called it Zotero PDFs. You can navigate on your computer to where you would like to hold this particular file. It might be under your documents or my documents. It might be in a cloud drive. It might be in Dropbox. It might be in OneDrive. Once there, create a folder. Name it whatever you'd like. Mine Zotero-PDFs because I want to remember exactly what's in that file folder. And it also helps me to locate it from anywhere. Next, we go into Zotero and then Zotero Preferences. From here, you might be in under General, go to Advanced, Files and Folders, and this is where you want to add in that file path. If you click on Choose, it will allow you to navigate to the file that you just created. For me, that would be iCloud, Zotero PDFs, and then I would click Open. I'm not going to do that because I already have it set up, so I'm going to hit Cancel for this one. The next thing you have to worry about is creating a location for your tablet PDFs. I'm using an iPad that connects to my iCloud drive, and I created the folder Goodreader iPad to store my PDF documents for my tablet. I use the Goodreader app. You can use whatever PDF reader and annotating app you would prefer. And again, I've just named it Goodreader iPad so that I remember what is actually in that folder. Okay. Next, we're going to set up our Zotfile preferences. In the Zotero desktop, we go to Tools, Zotfile Preferences. Under General Settings, we provide location of files for the PDFs. Paste the file path that we just copied from part 2. Change the Use subfolder defined by to read /%A, and I'll explain why in a minute. Under Advanced Settings, we'll select the Always Rename, and we'll uncheck Ask User when attaching new files, mostly because I find that very annoying. Under Tablet Settings, choose the base folder for the location of the files on tablet. And then close your preferences. So back here in our Zotero, I'm going to close down the Zotero preferences, and I'm going to open up the Zotfile preferences, which is in a different location. And yes, that's very confusing. So I can go to Tools, down to Zotfile preferences, and under General Settings, under Location of Files, This is my custom location. You can hit choose. Sorry, you didn't have to copy and paste. You can hit choose and select your Zotero PDFs. I'm going to hit cancel because mine's already set up. So this is the location of the files that you want Zotfile to send the PDF documents to. Here, we're going to check use subfolder defined by. Now, there are some standard definitions. I prefer just to have my folders set up by author's last name. So this is / and then a %, and then an A. If you prefer to have your files renamed or located in a different way, you can simply go back to the Zotfile website and you can scroll down to where the renaming is, and you can modify things to suit your needs. But I find this easiest. Next, under Advanced Settings, select the Always Rename. So automatically rename new attachments, click Always Rename, absolutely. And then uncheck Ask User when attaching new files. And then under Tablet Settings, choose the base folder. This is the location of files on your tablet by clicking Choose. And in my case, it's the Goodreader iPad folder that I created. I'm going to click Cancel because it's already set up. All right, and then I can close this, and it's already set up and ready to go. Once you have completed the setup, try it out. Use the process outlined on the How It Works slides in this presentation. Try to rename and move a PDF, then send it to your tablet. Annotate it, retrieve it from your tablet, and capture the annotations. As we've seen, not all PDFs are created equal. The Zotfile website acknowledges this. PDFs are a very complex format. If you cannot copy and paste meaningful text from the file in your PDF viewer, Zotfile won't be able to extract the highlighted text either. Also, as we've seen, setup can be a bit fussy, but once you have it sorted, the workflow works beautifully. Linked PDF files are not supported in groups, so if you need to share a PDF, you must share a PDF that has not been linked. This overview of Zotero and Zotfile is based on my own experience. If you experience problems with setup or would like to set up things differently, I recommend you have a look at the documentation available from Zotero.org and Zotfile.com. These places are where I got my information from and are rich in solutions. If you have questions about using library resources, you can find information on who to contact and how to contact them on the library's website.